Hi there, I'm Michelle Pentecost from Accelerate Accounting Solutions, and I work with businesses that are ready to increase their profitability, scale their businesses, and build a lifestyle that they can really enjoy. I'm a CPA, registered tax agent, and have been working in the industry for over 30 years, and I've worked with hundreds of clients to help them achieve the business that they want. So today I want to take you through my 5-step business growth method. So even though it's in a circle, it is sequential. So we really want to follow the particular areas in order to improve them. So the first one is our foundations and systems. Second one is our marketing, so generating leads. Third one is sales, which is converting those leads. The fourth one is how to increase our revenue. And then the last one is what can we do to add new profit centers or new revenue streams. So I'm not going to go into detail with all the items in each section because there's a lot and you'd be bored to tears, but I'm just going to build out a picture on one of those of what you can potentially do. So the first piece of the model is your foundations and your systems. So when we're talking about foundations and systems, we're talking about things like, well, what's your business model and strategy? What are your visions and values? What is your firm culture and performance? And what is your particular area of expertise that you can use to educate and build trust with existing clients, customers, and potential clients and customers? So, like building a house, getting the foundations right within your business is so important because there's no point having all these leads come in if our systems can't service them. So it's really important. So I'm just going to talk about a business model here. So your business model is just what is your core strategy for making money? So what is it that you do? Do you sell products and services? Do you sell time for money? So what you can do is you can look at, well, what can I do to innovate that model? What can I do to make it better and stand out from the crowd? So you can consider doing things like bundling up services to make a purchase more frictionless for a client or customer. You can look at upselling. What can the old McDonald's trick? Would you like fries with that? But when you're doing upselling and selling bundled services, the key is that you make sure that your core business service is profitable because we want to get that right, and then we'll be scalable. So the second piece of the pie is your marketing. Now, I call it the second piece of the pie because it reminds me of a pie, even though it is actually a model, but you know what I mean. So, the second area that we look at, once we've got our foundations and systems right, we can look at, okay, well, how can we generate more leads to potentially generate more sales and increase our profitability? So there's lots of areas within marketing that you can dial in to generate more leads for your business. So there's things like joint ventures, referral systems, your market positioning, your niche markets that you can potentially look at, A-class leads, so making sure you're attracting the right type of leads that are the ideal client for you, that you like, they like you, don't complain about prices, and they refer other clients. And then we can look at your particular marketing that you have in place and how that can be improved. And then we really want to make sure that we're measuring the success of the strategies and tactics that we're using within marketing. Otherwise, we can just be burning a whole lot of money for not a lot, and we don't want that. So within marketing, the area that I see businesses struggling most with is their market positioning. So the marketing position is where do you sit in the market and how do you make yourself unique? What's your distinct advantage? So what I would suggest that you do here is review your competitors. What are they doing well and what are they doing not so well? And what they're not doing so well is an opportunity for you. So can you capitalize on that opportunity to your advantage? So you really need to know who your competitors are and how they're attracting clients. Another thing to look at with your marketing position is talking to your ideal or your A-class clients' pain points. What is going through their mind when they're looking to engage a business such as yours? What's the problem that you solve that they have, and really talking to that particular pain point. So I've got an example here of a market positioning of an accountant. Surprise, surprise. So we're talking into a pain point of a business owner who might see their accountant once or twice a year, and then suddenly tax time rolls around and they're hit with a big bill. So there's no planning, there's no strategy, and it's probably costing the client money. So we're talking to the pain point of the client. What can we solve for them? We make sure that we're not too busy, that we can help them with strategy. We make sure that we can help them grow their business as opposed to just doing their taxes. So it just makes that firm stand out a little bit better from the crowd. So the third piece of the model, of the slice of the model, the piece of the pie, whatever you like to say, is your sales. So we just talked about marketing, and as I said before, marketing is generating leads. Once we get those leads, how then do we convert them into paying customers? So, sales processes that are effective in actually converting is touch points. So, once you've got that lead, then you want to make them feel warm. You want to make the conversion to a sale as frictionless as possible. So, we can look at things like a drip campaign. So, they get somebody might download a free offer that you have. So, we want to make sure that we then keep on contacting them and keep on giving them information. It's not about promoting your firm, it's helping the client or the customer. So how can you provide them with information in a non-invasive way that will build the rapport and will build the trust in your firm or your business? We can look at content marketing. We can look at sales skills and training. We can look at a value offer stack. But what's really important, particularly if you're in an industry like ours, in a service-based industry, it's asking the right questions. So we really want to make sure that we're asking the right questions that are going to position us as the authority. So we like to think, there's a reason we have two ears and one mouth, and that is we need to listen so we can think about what are the right questions that are going to talk to the pain point of the client or the customers so they can articulate their problem or their issue that they have, and then jump in and offer the benefits of the solutions that you have. I think really understanding what a potential client or customer's problems are and what the implications, and having them articulate the implications of what will happen if they don't solve that particular problem, can help them see the problem more clearly and acutely. And you don't need to be pushy or salesy. You just need to really listen and ask the right questions so you can offer how you can solve them. So rather than jumping in at the start and saying, we can offer you this, that, and the other, understand what they actually need before you do that. So the next section that we're going to have a look at is our revenue growth. And there's, again, several methods that we can look at to increase your revenue growth. So we can do things like offer an upgrade or a special A-grade client program. We can make sure our team is engaged in the business. We can look at additional products and services. We can look at recurring revenue packages. So offering a discount. I don't particularly like discounts, but offering an incentive that, the more they buy, the more they save potentially. We can look at upfront pricing, and really good strategy that is not used enough is reactivating former clients, particularly in service businesses where, like, say, for instance, a yoga studio or a gym, where people have gone somewhere else, but, it just takes one question to ask that maybe that potential client would come back to you. There might be a reason that they went, and I think it's really important to understand why clients come to you and why they leave. So what I want to talk about here is team engagement. So this is a real important one. So a motivated and empowered team will deliver the results time and time again. So if you encourage your team members to become like a micro business within your team and reward them accordingly when they hit targets or milestones that you have agreed to together, you'll see your revenue increase. So giving rewards for new clients or customers that they bring in, or added services to additional spread across several team members, can have a huge impact in your firm. So if a team member is bringing a new client or customer in, encourage them and empower them to nurture that client. And they'll build their own skill set and see their own confidence grow immensely, which in turn will improve the business profitability. So, if your team was to bring in just one client every second month, and you've got 4 team members, that would be 24 new clients or customers a year. So it's a really effective and cost-effective method to just make life a bit better for the business. So the last piece of the model that we're going to have a look at is new profit centers or revenue streams. So there is, what additional services or product can you offer that can increase your revenue? So I've got this again. It's an accounting firm example. So we've got, we could do business consulting. We could offer masterminds. We could offer exit planning and valuations. We could help clients with their systems, and we can look at financial planning. So, but it's really important that when you're adding a new profit center, it's something that you're familiar with and you're good at. So the example I'm going to give here is masterminds or business group coaching for businesses, which is a great way to grow your businesses. And if you have the opportunity to be part of a group coaching network, I highly recommend it. I've seen really good success with ones that we've run. The network effect, so once businesses get together and they talk about their particular issues that they're having, a business in a different industry can give you a different perspective. So they're really a really good and effective way for businesses to help to grow and increase their profitability. And also meeting, because at the end of the day, running a business can be a bit lonely. So if you've got other business owners that you can talk to, that you can relate with and share your problems with, then it does make life a lot easier. So there we have the entire business model. I've run through it pretty quick, but it's just an overview of reviewing your business from a very high level so you can see the entire playing field. So if you were to work through that and say, okay, well, this is the red arrow, this is how we are in this section, this section, this section, this section. What are we doing well? What can we do better? How can we improve? Then, that's a really good starting point. And then you can start to build out a business plan with your strategies and tactics for your particular business. So if you need some help to get some clarity around your business planning, please reach out. Thanks for watching.